rocking with the guy, Radio 1 Guy. Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio 1 Guy. Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio 1 Guy.
Hey! You guys remember the the big dramatic intro I did?
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio 1 Guy.
Y'all remember the big dramatic intro I did on set?
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio 1 Guy.
Like I was saying, maybe y'all remember the big dramatic intro I had done
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio 1 Guy.
Sorry. Oh, I'm just having fun. All right, so Command 6. There it is. All right. Option 6. Option 6 brings up the chat aggregation bot device.
1 Guy.
And the doing. Really? Why is it doing that? That's not right, is it? All right. Oh. For real? Oh my God, I'm confused. Hold on a sec. Oh, I see why. I see why, sorry. Okay, I pushed the wrong. That's what I did. Okay, sorry. Ooh, I was worried that all my chroma keys was. Radio 1 Guy. Man, I have done too much mapping for my own good, I'm afraid. What's going on, everybody? Lisa Butler in the house. Rolling one rocker. Mind if I borrow the magic pipe sometime? You know what? You know, bro, you can just have it. This thing is causing me all kinds of heartache. Maybe I just couldn't I've been playing this thing for 20 years. I just couldn't make a go of it. Why don't you take a crack at it? Never mind that it's actually an umbrella in a saxophone case. Remember that Simpsons episode? Remember that, guys? Remember? That's like one of my favorite ones. That's the Bleeding Gums Murphy one. And he goes, and Bleeding Gums Murphy's telling Lisa his there it is. Just tweaking a little here, tweaking things. Bleeding Gums Murphy's telling Lisa his history. And he says, Shannon Brown, thank you so very much. Bleeding Gums Murphy is telling Lisa Simpson his history, and he goes, I first got my saxophone from old Blind Willie's, I can't remember what his name was supposed to be. And then they do a flashback, and Blind Willie Smith, hands Bleeding Gums Murphy the saxophone case and goes, "I'm gonna give you my horn. Maybe you can do better than I did. I just couldn't make a go of it." And Bleeding Gums Murphy opens up the saxophone case and it's an umbrella. And he goes, "This ain't a saxophone, this is an umbrella." And Blind Willie Smith says, "You mean I've been trying to play an umbrella for 47 years? No wonder I couldn't make a go of it. Why didn't somebody tell me?" It's like, "We thought it was funny." Oh. And then he goes, "That's not funny." And it was funny.
Radio 1 Guy, bringing the gnar from the vague.
And we weren't laughing at you, Blind Willie Smith. We were laughing with you. I think that's what they don't understand sometimes. The Simpsons celebrates the absurd. We're not making fun. Come on now. Songs in the key of dry. Says Adam. All right, I can quit this application because it's clear to me that the aggregation is indeed aggregated into me. Didn't one of the pipes get stolen? Hint song? Yes. If you guys care to hear that tale. It's sad yet optimistic. It's a tale of triumph yet heartbreak and triumph. All right, hold on a sec. MIDI is not always your friend, says Nathan Mills. Hey, you're kind of right, actually. It's not always your friend, says Nathan Mills. Hey, you're kind of right, actually. It's not always your friend. Ew, that's not what my voice sounds like, is it? Oh. But grapeseed oil is my friend. I mean, MIDI maybe not so much, but a healthy mixture of jojoba, grapeseed, castor, and what's the other one? Jojoba. There's another one that's real expensive. That the guy at First Friday told me pretty much ripped off his ejecting funk in all its forms. Says hit song. Thank you so very much, my friend. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I won Oregon. Thank you, Rabbit. Takes another bearded wizard to remind the other bearded wizards the sacred formulas. A pinch of lizard tail, and a little bit of eye of newt. Add liberally and stir. Still waiting for this dastardly thief to make good use of the pipe. Yeah, no kidding. I'm not gonna let you down, Adam. I am. Are you talking about the thief? Yeah. No. Actually, so there I was, Da Nang. There I was, 2008. Oh man, the busiest year. Really, still to this day, one of the busiest That One Guy summers. Let's just say it was hot wizard summer, 2008. Let's just say I pretty much I had the double vax, and I was in my van. I'd pretty much given up my apartment in Walnut Creek, California. That's how busy I was. I was just staying out on the road. Let's just say it was hot rabbi summer. We were busy. I was playing every single day, every single night, everywhere I was going. Sorry. We're making fun of Chet Hayes at Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. He said it was going to be he was very optimistic going into the summer. He's like, I think it's going to be a white boy summer. He said white boy summer. Everybody made fun of him, and I thought, that's rabbi summer. Radio 1 Guy. But let's see. So there I was, Da Nang. Man, I'm feeling better. By the way, I'm feeling a lot better. had a really rough, weird night last night. I was trying to finish this idea. I have all these, sorry, I got lost in thought there. I had all these ideas that I'm working on, trying to finish for my trip. Way behind. And this is what I do. I do this every single time. Every single time. Ask anybody that's seen me in action. They'll be all like, you always say you're gonna do this, you never do it. You always half finish this and never do it. You always brand the tour with a custom printed poster featuring a song that you never finished or an album you never did. But you can say that I got the best intentions. 2008, I had everything I needed. See, here's the deal. I had everything I needed in my van. I had all parts of the puzzle in my van. I had it all rigged up. This is before I was doing any of this fancy video stuff. Way before. Way before. I'm missing Rabbi Shanker. Let's bring him back. So I wasn't living in my van. I was living out of my van. I was playing so much. I was playing every night. And then when it got to be hot guy summer in 2008, I was like, I'm just gonna tour. I had all these festivals booked, and what I should have done. What I should have done is flown to all of them. But you know what? I hated doing that. I hated doing that summer because I was. Why did I hate? I'm so sorry. I'm getting off topic here because I'm playing with my toys.
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio 1 Guy.
I booked festivals, so I had so many booked. I was doing like two festies, sometimes 3 every weekend. And they were all lining up kind of perfectly where I was thinking, you know what I can do? I could pretty much just drive to them. And then just, because I didn't have a place to live, I'd given up my apartment because I was never home and I was paying rent on a place for no reason. It had been years of that, actually. I actually gave up my place in 2005 and was just a vagabond. And it was great. I was having a ball doing that, living like that, out of my van. I had everything I needed. I had backups for all my gear. I had the magic pipe. I had a full sound system back there because some of the gigs every now and then didn't have sound systems. And so I would just do that. And so yeah. Just thinking back to the sound systems. And and all my merch. I had all my merch in the van. So I looked at the map and I was thinking, there's only one festival I need to fly to because it's too far away. So I think I flew to that one. I think it was overseas. Oh yeah, that was the summer I did the Edinburgh Fringe Fest for the second time. And won the Tap Water Award for Best Musical Act. No big deal. But I came back and then I was driving. And I used to come to Vegas. This is before I had an apartment here or a place to live here. I would just come here anyway because I like going to the magic shops and the magic shows, and I had magical friends. I had my magic teachers and people here. So I'd come here and then I had a gig. I literally had a gig in Kansas for Wakarusa. And then I had to drive all the way to Montreal for the jazz festival. So that's like driving all the way across the country just for a gig. But the thing was, I was going to be there all week. And I've been looking forward to the Montreal Jazz Festival. I didn't want to be without all my stuff, so I figure if I just drive my van, I have everything I need. I can just stay there, and then after Montreal, there was going to be a week, and then I could drive to Michigan for Bliss Fest. And then a week later, I could drive up over the border to up in Manitoba, Canada, to up to Brandon, Manitoba for the Brandon Folk Fest. I was super looking forward to that. And then where else? Where else was I gonna go after that? I was gonna drive down. I was gonna have 2 weeks off after that, and then I was gonna drive all the way to like Colorado for something, and then I was gonna drive all the way to the Folk Fest in. This makes me sick to think about it, because these are all festivals I ended up canceling because my van got stolen in Montreal. That's what I'm saying. And then I never played any of them again except for Blissfest, because what a cruddy summer. It wasn't Rabbi summer after that. It was a bummer. So yeah, my van got stolen in Montreal, and then, you know.
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio 1Guy.
And the thing is, the first Magic Pipe was finished in 99? Just right before 99. Technically, it was my birthday in November 14th, 98. So this was officially the 10-year anniversary of the original Magic Pipe. And I don't know if any of y'all remember, it didn't look like this. It almost looked exactly like this shape-wise. But if you can picture it, it was all plumbing pipe. It was just galvanized steel. I don't know what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. This is the truth. I was just winging it at that point. I'm still winging it. I'm still winging it. But I'm saying, back then especially, I didn't know anything about building stuff, really. And I had this idea. I was really excited about it. And my method to my madness was literally to go to the Home Depot and just walk up and down the aisles. I did that for months. I would just walk up and down the aisles of the Home Depot and just look at parts and be like, wait a minute, that can be a tuning peg. That can be a bridge. Nathan, if you put on a show, we will all show. Thank you. You know what? That really means a lot. I'm going to put on a show for you guys. I really am. I have big ideas. I just got to finish them. But you know what? Having my crew, having a little belief in me like this, it makes me want to do it, especially in these freaky, weird times. It feels weird to me, but maybe I'm just making a bigger deal of it than it needs to be. Maybe once I get out on the road and I put on a show and you all show, we can have some fun again. I mean, does anybody remember laughter? Does anybody remember laughter? Robert Plant said, Robert Plant? Adam S., help me out. Robert Plant said that, right? So anyway, there I was, Da Nang. And I think I told you guys the story of the first Magic Pipe. I had actually made a deadline, because I need deadlines. I need to know, you got to be on the road by Wednesday, Thursday, to make it to Kansas for your first gig on Saturday, Friday. You got to look at the calendar again. So I need hard deadlines. Otherwise, I'm just going to go to the coffee shop. That's just the way it is. So I booked myself a gig on my birthday, November 14th, 1998.
Best birthday ever.
Chris Thomas. Testing. Through Super Chat. Thank you, Chris. Is the other one not working? I think no, it's working. What am I talking about? I just saw one come in. Sorry. I'm always second guessing my abilities over here. So there I was, Da Nang. I booked a gig for my birthday, and I finished the instrument, of course, the night before. Showed up and played the gig, so it was done. And I hadn't touched the thing for 10 years. In terms of fixing, I'd fixed it a lot, but there was a lot of duct tape. I ducked these triggers. They were just duct tape straight on strings. So it was all the same thing. It actually sounded great. The first instrument sounded amazing. It was hard to play though. It was really hard to play. I always had black and blue hands from banging on the duct tape triggers. So actually, when my van was stolen in 2008, I was kind of excited. I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this as an opportunity to rebuild the thing and to make all the fix-its, because I wasn't gonna do it. And so I did. I went, and this time, instead of doing it myself, I went to a world-class aerospace engineer machinist, friend of ours. He's a friend of ours. Let's just say a friend of ours.
I'm over here. You're over here?
And he lived out in the woods, rural New Mexico, and he helped me rebuild the thing. And the second one was a mess. It looked better. It looked like one of the satellites for the aerospace program, but it sounded bad and it barely played. It fell apart at the gigs. So then we made a third one, which is this one. And we did all the upgrades necessary. And then since then, I've done a million little upgrades to it myself because I could do it. And then we had the triple fast action buttons. That's why these look a little funny. A very good friend of ours, another good friend of ours, Jason Casey, who I was introduced to through the Mindbender, of course. The Mindbender and his vast network of brilliance. And we built an Arduino, and these things have triple fast action now. I don't know if you can see that. Let's get a nice yeah. Look at this. Look at this triple fast action we got now. Let's see Dave Grohl do that. I don't think so. Not gonna happen. He can do everything else though. But so this thing's been awesome. And then, of course, the infrastructure, the corporate infrastructure of radio1Guy.com.
Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
That's only flourished since then. And what I mean by that, of course, is this whole video setup, this whole audio-video exploration. And that was first introduced upon the world in the year of our Lord 2013. That's when we first started experimenting with Resolume and all the and all this stuff, and then we started doing MIDI. This started sending MIDI to the whole light show that we developed, and a video projection show, and then we turned all that inward to do this. And that was something I've been wanting to do for 10 years, and then in 2017 we began broadcasting and haven't stopped doing that. Thank you, Mindbender. And we're learning as we go. I'm always getting there, and one by one, piece by piece, it's all coming together. Rainbows on demand.
Rainbows on demand.
So take this rainbow making wizard by the hand. We got a lot of treats and things. Oh man. So anyway, I'm not trying to complain. I don't know. You reminded me, so I wanted to tell you this story. Walking. Oh, you always say such nice things. Still don't understand how come T1G is not funded by MIT. T1G, MIT. T1G, MIT. I don't understand neither. I don't understand how T1G ain't funded by MIT. ROD, Rainbows on Demand. I still don't understand why R1G isn't syndicated nationally, though it kinda is, thanks to the brilliance of the internet. Speaking of broadcasts, will you still be doing a few while you do your gigs? Abso-frickin-lutely. good question. Will R1G still be broadcasting at least tri-weekly? I think absolutely. For real. No. So, the history of R1G is just as impressive because in 2000 we started doing Mondays and didn't want to miss them, and we literally built this entire broadcast studio into the back of my van. This is serious. It looked just like this. It looks exactly like this. It's just the ceiling's a little lower, but still 3 cameras, still. And what I was gonna say was, yeah, that's my plan again. I think it's really actually incredibly hard to do. It's incredibly hard to do. It's so hard to do that once for the 2018 tour. Once we built in the infrastructure to the van, I just always would, even when I'd come home from the tours, we'd broadcast from the van that's parked out in front of my place with all my gear. Shannon Brown, thank you so very much. Boots. Is that what it says? Yeah. Well, we play. I need them. I need these boots to jam. You know what I'm saying? Will T1G broadcast multi-annually at the fundraiser for the NAR?
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio 1Guy.
Of course. Nah, not into that. But seriously, so I was just broadcasting from the van for like 3 years. I didn't even set it up in the studio. And then when the choir happened, I actually did it from the van for the first few, and then loaded it all in and set up shop a little more, what you call it? I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, a little more consistently, so I can work on stuff. It is fun having more of a proper studio space, but being a van broadcaster is a blast because I don't know. I thought it was something kind of special that nobody else was doing in terms of the complicated multi-graphical fractal generation that I was doing on the go in the mobile studio setups. Cam Good, what's going on? Frank, this 777. We're all on the same page here, you know. Rollin' One Rocker. I've been watching every show since 16th month ago. Addictive. Thank you. I can't thank you guys enough for the consistent support that you've given me. It really does mean the world. I think, you know what I've learned about myself as a professional musician? You know what I mean?
Dig it in.
I can practice, but I have to be sharing my music with somebody. I have to be playing. I have to be playing for somebody, or I just can't do it. You know what I mean? I can play for myself and entertain myself. I can entertain myself with this stuff especially. You know what I mean? But no, I gotta be playing. I gotta be doing it for you guys, or I can't. I just can't I can't get the juices flowing.
Radio 1Guy.
And that's how it is at a gig. Even at a gig, I'll do a sound check and I'll start jamming on an idea, and I'm like, well, that's a fun idea. I'm like, yeah, but I don't like it that much. And then I'll play it later at the gig, and people will seem to like it. And I'll be like, okay, I think I like it now. Only because you like it. See, there's a whole thing to this. Woo! So thanks for being so consistent and watching. And of course, if you guys miss a couple, I don't hold it against you. Jerry Narcia, crazy. You can do all this from a mobile studio. You should have seen it. You should have seen it, Jerry. It was a setup. It was a very complicated complicore. If they ask you what kind of music that one guy plays, tell them complicore. And yeah, it's a fun mess. And not only that, there's this whole. Me and the Mindbender had this for the first tour. We were on a quest. Tracy, thank you so very much. Tracy says, "Oh, you're the best." Thank you, Tracy. We had a whole Lily. You supported us through the choir. We're supporting you back. Thank you, Lily. That's so kind. No, we supported each other through the choir. I shudder to think. I shudder to think if I wouldn't have had this going on. And I'm not talking about. I ain't talking about the ducats. I'm talking about just the creative outlet for me. Logan Garber, you got into a fish fight? No way. Where's my fish? See, that's the other problem. I'm very unorganized. That's the other issue. That's the other problem. Yeah, see, this is something I gotta get going for the road. So, yeah, I know me. Here's the thing, I know me. And when I'm on the road, crowd control Carl! Nar Nation! Nar Nation! Oh, man, I'm telling you, I don't need nobody else but you guys. Thank you, that's so kind, Carl. All y'all. And, what was I gonna say? I was talking about, yeah. I know me, see. So the other thing about the way I tour, I grind out there. I grind out there on a really high, I grind incredibly hard out there. And so when I come home, I usually just take a breath and chill. And if I don't do this, I don't do nothing, like literally. And then when the choir happened, talk about don't do nothing. I went into a deep don't do nothing cave hole. A don't do nothing cave hole.
Radio1Guy.
So this saved my life. It really truly did. Just getting to do this. And then not only that, I think I was telling you guys last week.
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio1Guy.
That the great list that I've had for the great list. I'm a list maker. I'm a real list maker. I'll show you sometime. You won't believe the complexities of my lists. And I have lists of lists. I have a master list of other lists, and sometimes even a master list of a couple different master lists that lead to other, like it's a grave gauntlet that I'm running, a list gauntlet, a list maze. It's like the end of The Shining. And I'm like, what's his name? All frozen. It's kind of how it gets sometimes. I mean, without the horrific part. You know what I'm saying? And so, what was I saying? Talking about lists? Oh, yeah. And so, sorry, I had a brain freeze. So, winding my way through the list, and of course, not getting half of it done, or 3/4 of it, or I can't seem to accomplish. But showing up here 3 days a week, man, it's been a big deal. And I'm really proud of the fact that besides being 7 minutes late, sometimes 5 minutes late, sometimes exactly on time, sometimes 10, sometimes 12 minutes late if I really have an issue, but still never really missing an episode, except there was that one where the internet absolutely stopped working on us. Remember that? That was tough. That was a tough one. And I think I just didn't broadcast until about an hour later once I fixed it. But I did. I haven't missed one, so I gotta say, aren't we proud of me? Yes, Chris Thomas wants to see. I'll show you guys. It's actually fascinating. I could write a book about lists. I'm not proud of it. You know, even in 2013, I hired an organizational time management, corporate time management coach that I found online. Oh boy, it didn't work out. I mean, we tried. We really, really tried. She had a giant infrastructure thing that she gives to all her clients, and she tried to understand what I was trying to do. And I wasn't. All I was telling her was, I just want to finish things. I just want to finish it. Finish it.
Finish it.
I just want to finish it, is what I said. Finish it.
Finish it. Finish it.
That's what I said. I just want to finish it. And you know, we worked really hard. We worked really, really, really hard. Yeah, so, but you know, I feel like someday maybe I could write a book about about lists. But the thing is, I can't do it until I get them to actually work. So, but that's why I thought maybe I could write the book. Like I can do it backwards. I can write the book and say, this is how I accomplished this, this, and this, and this, and this through the power of lists. Using the patented radio1Guy list system, make a master list and make a master list of master lists. Winding your way through the lists, organizing your hours, scheduling beginnings, scheduling endings, scheduling breaks, scheduling all this stuff. Therefore, thus, accomplishing everything you're setting out to do. Now get out there and do it. But then I have to actually do it is the thing. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to T1G's Book of Lists. That's pretty good. So yeah. But you know what? I told you guys. What did I do here? Hold on.
Radio sad guy.
Yeah, that's sad. That's left over from when we lost Neil Peart. But what I was going to say, speaking of lists. Oh shoot! I just lost my train of thought again. Maybe with jazz. Yeah, clear head. There we go. What did I think it is something. Walking. You're always cracking me up. I went by the name of Foreign Eccentric Madcap Accents or something like that. No, that was your name, and it was a beautifully poetic, long-winded, beautiful name. But I like Walking. Walking, short of Joaquin. Radio1Guy. We love that. We love that kind of stuff. The plays on words. We like to play on words.
I'm over here now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. I didn't want to forget. This is an important one, actually.
Radio sad guy.
Yeah, this is important. Speaking of working inside out and backwards to forwards, I wanted to tell you guys this one because this ties into my van getting stolen, instrument getting stolen, rebuilding the instrument. So the song warn the kids, because I made Pax a Wallop just on the heels of that. I actually had I had my best year. I had the best year I've ever had coming out of the van being stolen. And I didn't even know. I didn't even know it because I was having such a tough time with everything. Like I was saying, instrument number 2 was very difficult to play. It was falling apart. It was a mess, and I just had to use it because it took us like 2.5, 3 months to build, and I got way behind. I canceled all my gigs, and then the thing that I came into was that big, long Buckethead tour that we all did in September of 2008. So, and that was a great tour, though I was playing every night on my instrument that was a mess that I could barely play. So it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about a lot of things, musically, structurally, cosmically, technically. It all came together, and then I did. After that tour, I went straight into a regular That One Guy tour. Back then, that was like a 5-month thing that I did. So I basically worked all of 2008, all into 2009. I never took a break, and I was trying to make the money back that I had lost with my van and all that stuff, so I could just keep going. And it was a great year. Like, it was probably one of the most productive years I had. And here's the point. When I was stuck in rural New Mexico rebuilding the instrument, I was really having a tough time. We were having a lot of failures with trying to make stuff that wasn't working, because I was trying to make it bigger, because my whole point is my stuff got stolen. That doesn't matter. I needed to fix things. We have the technology. We can rebuild him. Right? It was that kind of thing. And I was doing this thing where I was getting so bummed out, and it was all feeling so impossible to me. So I was writing that song, Warn the Kids, like pretending that it was the opposite. It was sort of fake it till you make it, which isn't my style, by the way. I'm not recommending that, but that's what it felt good. I was going, this is the song I'm going to put out when all this is done, and it's better than it's ever been. And I was writing verses, and this is out in the deserts of rural New Mexico with Danny as we were building, and I was going, it's gonna be so much better. And then the next day, everything was so much worse. I was going, I'm gonna write another verse, and when this thing's done, it's gonna be even better. And the funny thing when it was done, it was the worst that it has ever been. And I was playing the gigs, and I made the I recorded Packs a Wallop with number 2, so. I was so hard to do anything on that instrument, and yet we got a lot of good music out of that hunk of junk. so yeah, I finished that instrument, and then I went, and that's when I met Billy. That's when I met Billy Hume, and we recorded Packs a Wallop, which I think that's one of my best. That one came out good. Lots of experimenting, and so yeah. The whole fake it till you make it. And it was more of a survival mechanism. ELP, Affairs of the Nar. Affairs of the Nar. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Affairs of the Nar. Thank you. I agree. Hey, did I tell you? I told you guys this, right? That one of my first bass teachers was the bass player, the touring bassist of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I don't know what you're thinking. Didn't Greg Lake play bass? And the answer is, sometimes.
Finish it.
No, he does on the record. So, but when live, sometimes he would just sing and sometimes play guitar or something. I can't remember. But Don Hermans, my bass teacher, who was also a brilliant, classically trained, amazing. He played in the LA Philharmonic. He taught bass at Pepperdine University too, and he taught me. Great teacher. God, I was so lucky when I was young. I was so lucky. I had some amazing teachers. I got really lucky. Yeah. Forgetting the Bears part. Oh my God, the Bears, Rabbit. I didn't upload the video, the bear video. I got to do that. I got it. So when I was stuck in New Mexico, and when I was stuck in rural New Mexico with Danny building number 2, before we built number 3, and number 3 turned out good, number 2 was a mess. Number 2 is still in pieces. I could show that to you guys sometime. I farm it out. For parts. But yeah, then the other problem is I got stuck inside because there was a family of bears that moved into the neighborhood. And this is a very rural place. It wasn't even a town. It was just a rural place. And I was held hostage by bears. And scary and beautiful. They looked friendly, but I know you didn't want to go. You didn't want to pet them. You didn't want to like go frolic with them. That's for dang sure. And so, yeah, the bear story is amazing. I need to upload the video so I can tell it with the video, because I'm gonna save that one. No, Adam S. That was a different teacher. God, I just forgot about that one. So yeah. So this is crazy. I'm gonna double back on this one, Adam. I had my very, 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 very first teacher, of course, was my dad. It was my pops, who played professionally, an amazing bass player, played completely by ear, self-taught, and made an amazing career, paid his way through USC Business School, playing jazz gigs 6 nights a week. You don't hear that story too often. It's usually the other way around. So I learned my unconventional approach to music and professionalism from him for sure. And then I wanted to study some classical stuff, so I started studying with Glenn Warner, who at the time was just getting into college and had a full ride scholarship to a music school, and held German bow. And that was very important. And then I had the guy I was just talking about from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Don Hermans. It said his name was spray painted on the Fender Jazz Precision bass that my parents bought me for my bar mitzvah, that he sold to them for a very good price. He had 2 of them made by accident, so he sold me the second one, because the first one got lost on the Emerson, Lake and Palmer tour. Thank you very much. So he had a second one made, and then they found it, and then he sold it to us for a very good price. I still play it to this day. And then I took bass lessons when I got into about 6th, 7th grade from Brad Cobb over at Instrumental Music in Thousand Oaks, California. And he played on the Striper record. He could play jazz, and he was like a surfer-looking guy who just ripped. He's the one that introduced me to Jaco Pastorius. Not actually introduced me, but showed me the music of Jaco. And some of the other cool Weather Report, all that kind of neat stuff. And I remember he came into a lesson one day. He says, "Hey, have you ever heard of Striper?" He didn't know who they were. I said, "Yeah, they're on MTV. They all wear yellow and black stripes, but they're a hair metal, Christian rock hair metal band." I say Christian rock with quotes because they're on MTV. Christian, you're really going to be on. I mean, who are we kidding? But I'm joking. And so they stayed true to their faith, and they seemed like cool dudes too, didn't they? But anyway, he goes, "Yeah, I'm playing on the record." What did I just do? Oh, I see. I'm playing on the record. And no. He goes, "I'm going into the studio session tonight." And I was like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, the producer calls me for sessions all the time, and he said that they need me to play on a song." I said, "Oh, okay." And so the next week, I went back to my lesson, and I said, "Hey, how was I was dying to hear the story." And he goes, "Oh, I'm going to be playing on the whole record. The session went really well, and I just knocked out the whole record." And I said, what about the bass player from Striper? I mean, how hard is it to go? And he goes, "Well, it's actually harder than you think, actually, because you have to have a good sound. You have to have consistent technique. And when you go see Striper live, they probably sound awesome. But when you get into the studio, maybe there's a little click, 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 click noise or something like that." He explained it to me. And you need a guy like me, him saying me, and me going, "Wow." Sometimes that's what you need. to get the job done. So he said it was. He said that's how it went down. And it was funny because 2 years later, I was to move to Northern California with my folks, our whole family. Moved up to NorCal, and hold on, let me turn on these. And I met the first friends I met up there were my musician buddy friends, and I told them that story and they didn't believe me. And then we went and got the record, and it said on the back of the record, it said all bass tracks by Brad Cobb. I was like, whoa. So anyway, and that was a lesson I learned early on. My dad, in his combo, the 6-night-a-week combo, his drummer was Jim Keltner, who went on to play with everybody. So my dad played with Jim Keltner, who played with Bob Dylan, who played with John Lennon, who played in the Traveling Wilburys. It's kind of an exhaustive list, an amazing, impressive list, and that's a really heavy story that I want to tell you guys too. I'm going to save that one. I want to tell you the whole Jim Keltner dad, my dad and Jim Keltner, and my dad is a musician story. There's some great nuggets and great opportunities for wisdom that I got to pick up. Luckily for me. And so he would tell me early on, he'd say, Jim Keltner plays on all these records. I'm like, who? I didn't know who that was. I didn't believe him. He's like, yeah, he plays on all the records you hear, all the records you like, all the rock and roll records. He plays on those records. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about, Dad? And then I get a little older, and then I start buying all the records, all the Dylan records and John Lennon, Double Fantasy, all the records. And I look on the back and it says Jim Keltner. I was like, whoa! he was telling the truth. He was right about all this stuff. So that's when I learned about being a studio musician, and that's what I wanted to do. Actually, once I learned this, once my dad showed me this and Brad Cobb, I thought that's what I want to do. I don't have to be on MTV. I could be one of those guys that's on the backs of the records that are like, dude, he's better than the guy on MTV. I mean, why not? Why not? Why can't we be that guy? I'm good enough to be that guy, right? And then this happened. So now I can't even be that guy on the backs of the records anymore. What have I done? I know what I've done. This is way fun. No, it turns out this is way, way, way funner. It turns out this is way, way, way funner. Emerald Triangle keeps expanding. Live for Live. I like their name. I like that name. Liv4LYVE. Should write a song using that. Radio. I won't steal. No, I'm not going to steal your name. I can play keyboards and harmonica. Can ya? Because I can too, Hold on. Oh man, I can't even make a piano sound. I was going to play you some keyboards. I don't have a harmonica though. I used to. Darn it. I used to. Back in the day. I'm not making funny. I'm just having fun. Oh! Live for Live. Live for Live saying he ain't old yet. You ain't old till someone has to wipe your butt and you're in a nursing home, which actually sounds kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. There's 20-year-olds who don't push the gnar as hard as this one guy. Oh, Live for Live. Thank you. You guys, you make me feel good. Let's make a Narcian orchestra directed by T1G. I love the sound of that. A Narcian orchestra where we all hold German bow. on the front and back of records. Ah, yeah.
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio 1 Guy.
That's what I'm trying to tell him. It's so funny, I haven't even thought of the fact that I can't play piano. Where did I put my piano sounds? They like disappeared on us. All right, well, I just got to do different. Nar. Let's do a little nar for you guys. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Can't find the notes. My multi-chat? I think I did. I just relaunched. Amazing news! Let's hear. Unless that's something I said. Was it something I said? Oh. I did? I got the verified musician symbol on YouTube? How do we do that? Oh man, that's good news. I'm so bad at I'm so bad at that kind of stuff. I can't get my name right on the Instagram and the thing. Oh, that's awesome, Alexander. Thank you. I need to look at I go over all that stuff, all the Googles and the things. Oh, thanks, Alexander. Good news, indeed. Frankness 777 says, boots and cats and 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 boots and cats. Oh yeah, verified. Bro, you verified? No, that's good. That's good. You know, what if the Mindbender did that? He always sometimes does stuff behind the scenes that makes things better. Radio. One guy. All right, so I think I relaunched the chat aggregation device. Logan Garber, thank you. You guys are the best. I'm working on a thing. I was working on a thing all night last night. This little video idea that I'm trying to do for the butt noggin versus that one guy versus butt noggin. It's something I've been working on for conceptually working on for 2 or 3 years. There's lists of this, but I'm pretty close to it actually. I'm almost done with it, and I just got 10 more ideas with it just now. So thanks, you guys. Thanks for letting me brainstorm. Which y'all. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I see. On PC, the name shows up with a little note, a little musical note next to it. Oh, that's so cool. All right, I'll look at my account. I'm one of those guys. I get it all working and then I kind of let it go. I let it flow because Google is so confusing. Oh my gosh, it's just the most, it's like the most confusing thing ever, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Oh. The most confusing thing ever. The most confusing thing. I knew it. Hold on. I gotta fix that. I can show you how. It's easy. What? What do you mean? It's not flowing in? Let me think about this. Why would it be working? Hello? What the heck? Alright, I guess I gotta go back to that. We'll figure it out. Shoot. Ah, darn it. Oh, we'll figure it out. Whoa! Rollin' One Rocker is reminding us that next Thursday will be show number 300. That's going to be a tricky one too because I'm going to have to have hit the road by then. So I'm going to have to make sure, I got to make sure my van studio is rocking because I can't miss that one. That's a very important one. So we'll make that happen. I got to, what's wrong with that? That's so weird. I swore I tried it. No, we did it last week. I mean, we did it on Saturday when I switched from Avenue to Arena in Resland. So I know it's there. I know it's possible. Shannon Brown, thank you. That's very kind. Where's my oh, there it is. Let's go. Let's do that. It's a very gentle, breezy, kind of relaxed vibe. Yeah, number 300. Oh, that's exciting. So excited for the tour, says Rabbit. You know what? If you're excited, I'm excited. Breathe deep. Do a show while driving. What could go wrong? I know, Donald. What could possibly go wrong? Oh no, the good thing is this gives me plenty of time. This gives me plenty of time to get the van in order, because that's something I was supposed to do. That's what I was supposed to do. Walking. Says pump those juicy arms. Now that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been working on. It's getting there too. It really is. It's looking good. I just have to finish. There's a bunch of parts I need to finish. Let's see. I can show you what I mean. Oh man, there's wicked sounds. Oh!
Getting away from the film per se, you have a reputation for being quite a practical joker in your own part. I wonder if you might tell us what was the best practical joke ever played on you.
On me? No one would dare.
Never. Never. The best practical joke, one of the best I ever made, was to give a dinner where all the food was blue. And I think Gertrude Lawrence was one of the guests. It was in a private room above a London hotel. Also Sir Gerald du Maurier, who was the leading actor
On the London stage.
And we started off with blue cream soup, blue trout, blue chicken, and then we had blue peaches with blue ice cream. It was very successful.
You know what I'm saying? It was very successful.
I personally believe
Sorry, I was making a note of something. Two things that I don't want to forget to do. Butterflies. And video blocks. I gotta make the notes or I'll forget. I gotta add to my lists. Radio1Guy. Adding to the lists. Having a good time. Having a good time over here. Oh man. I gotta say, this is fun as all heck. Alright, so let me look at the old. Alright, there we go. Make sure. Yeah, I do too. I do like the disembodied floating head. It is fun. Everything was just moldy. True that. Radio1Guy. Come on, man. What's going on with that? Let me start over again. Make sure I didn't screw it all up. Hey, we're still there. Okay, good. All right, sorry. I'm here. Oh, sweet. It's neat looking. Let me just look at the face, because the Facebook's the other one that's all screwed up. I don't know what I did wrong. I pissed somebody off over there. I didn't mean to. It's usually an accident. If there's a misunderstanding. Radio1Guy. There it is. Okay. Well, it's not bad, I guess. Nathan Mills says, I run Resolume as well. Do ya? Sweet. Next time we see each other, we should talk shop. I got some good shortcuts. I've come up with some good MIDI shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? Ow. I've come up with some good MIDI shortcuts. One more up. Thanks, Tracy Jackman. You guys. All our friends, they all here. I won't let you down. Can you play another one, Bites the Trout? That is a good, Thank you, Hitsog. Google karma, indeed. You know, Google's actually been good to me. YouTube's been good to me over the years. Still is. Consistence. I just feel like back in the day with Facebook, we're cranking away, but I don't know, I think I pissed off the algorithm. The algorithm.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
Oh, by the way, I fixed this, I think. Let's see.
By the way, I think I fixed this. All right, good. You see, as it turns out, Resolume Arena has way more, VJ PCAT if you're listening, has way more audio inputs and a SMPTE input. I confused the audio FFT input with the SMPTE FFT input. I know. Oh my God.
Blobby, you're gonna alienate your audience if you do that. They're not gonna know what the heck you're talking about.
Like they know what you're talking about, dude? They're just like, everything you talk about, it's all MIDI mapping, input SMPTEs. Talking about that, dude.
I know, but I'm sincere about it. You're just talking double tech talk just to pretend that you're smart.
Hey, man. I resemble that a mark. I resemble that a mark.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so elitist about the tech talk. You know, it's just fun. It's fun to at least pretend that you know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, where you going, man? Where are you going? You are our special guest. You know how hard it is to get guests now at our broadcast studios all the way in Texas? It was easier when we were on the coast. Know what I'm saying? Anyway. Ooh! Great album, though. Alienating our audience. Captain Beefheart. Trout Mask. Trout Mask Blobluka. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no making fun of Captain Beefheart over here. He's one of our favorites.
I'm paying tribute, bro. I'm paying tribute, bro. Hey, where you going? Hey, this is weird. I'm getting psychedelic now. Blobby Mask Replica. That's even better walking. You're right. All right. You know, I'm gonna get ahead. I'm gonna open all my packages. and I'm going to finish the video. I'm gonna make a new video thing for my other thing that I was just jamming on that I just thought of. I mean, you were gonna make a video of a thing that you're just jamming on that you just thought of. And then you're gonna make another thing with another thing and another thing. Turn around. Every now and then I get another good idea from the YouTube chat. Turn around. Every now and then Brian D gives me a lyric that I can improvise and make it good. Turn around, Blobby. Every now and then I fall apart. Turn around. You know I need you now tonight. And now I need you now more than ever. And I need your good ideas for some lyrics in the chatter. And we're only be making it right. Sometimes I make a fractal that's weird, and sometimes the whole thing is falling apart.
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio 1Guy.
There's nothing I could say. A total eclipse of the carp. A total... There's nothing I could say. A total eclipse of the carp. Thank you, Brian Day. That was good. That was good. Turn around, Blobby. Every now and then I fall apart. There's nothing I could say. It's a total eclipse of the carp. That was pretty good. Turn around, bright eyes. Turn around, there's a human skull on the ground. Turn around, every now and then I find some ancient artifacts in the... Whoop, sorry. What the heck am I doing? Oh, wait, let's not do that. All right. Oh, yeah, I see what I did. Hold on. Turn around, every now and then I find some analog warmth in this digital world. Turn around, every now and then I make a real cool graphic out of a VHS capture. Turn around, Blobby. Every now and then I find a skull on the ground. It's an ancient artifact. I was gonna try to turn that into something else. I was gonna try to turn that into something else. I kinda did. Ooh, T1G just accidentally sang the They Might Be Giants song. Lucky. There's nothing I could say. A total eclipse of the carp. What the heck? Oh, there I am. Oh man. There's nothing I could say. It's a total eclipse of the heart. Total eclipse of the carp. Oh man, that's even better. Blobadeus, Blobadeus. Blobadeus, Blobadeus. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Rock me, Blubbadeus. Oh, rock me, Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Oh, Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Blubbadeus. Oh, thank you. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus.
Rainbows on demand. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Rock me, Blubbadeus. And the rock me, Blubbadeus. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus. Blubbadeus, Blubbadeus.
Blubbadeus.
And the rock me, Blubbadeus. Rock me, Blubbadeus. And the rock me, Blubbadeus.
Thanks, you guys. We'll see you Thursday. Again, thank you so much for the support. 10. A double-digit number with a 0 at the end.
When you add 5 to itself, you get 10. 10. 2 is twice as much as 1, and that's a few. It's true. So now and then I stop and wish that I had 10. 10. 10. 10. Ow!
Thanks, guys. You're the best. Ow! Loves you so much. We'll see you soon. Sooner than later. I'll give you a progress report on the ideas and the lists of lists of lists. Ooh,
obsession. Here's not obsession. Miller. Here's sunlight, the flesh over your wall.
Thanks, guys. On behalf of Face Guy's Mouth, we appreciate it. There's nothing I could say. It was a total eclipse of the heart. Supposed to be more dramatic. Hold on. Oh yeah, there's nothing I could say. It was a total eclipse of the heart.